Alright, it's your man MINIMAN. What's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? Well, let me do a real quick video to share my thoughts on what's happening with the culture. And one thing that you need to understand if you want to be in the know, if you want to be awake or in the process of awakening, if you're taking that red pill or you took it, this whole culture, I call it a nonsense culture or a clown world, where the clowns are running the show on stage. But what you need to understand is the people behind the stage, they are coordinating what's going on very well. They plan very well. They plan ahead very well. And if you think, for some reason, that this is conspiracy theory, that the government is planning ahead, then you have to, leave immediately. Click away and watch something else. Watch some porn or watch some fake media. I'm not gonna even try to explain why you're not even close to taking the red pill, so this is not for you at all. And because, how naive, or should I say, or do I have to say, how stupid are you? How uneducated and ignorant and well brainwashed are you to believe that there is not extensive planning going on how the world is being run? Let's put it really just very simple. What do you think is the business of the CIA or any other secret service, secret intelligence? What do you think they're doing? You think they're doing the James Bond type of work? Getting laid and smuggling out some information and spying with all kinds of gadgets and widgets? Yeah, that's what they do. But that's maybe only 15%. And I know this straight up from a KGB agent. So their bread and butter job, their 85% business they operate is information control. That means they control the information. They control the media, they control the social media, they control the newspapers, they control the culture. That's what we call pop culture. And it's why? Well, it's very simple, because that's the medium that has the most reach. Yeah, social media, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. These platforms have a far bigger reach than your conventional media like newspaper or television. So they only pick what's working best, right? This is their freaking job. They're getting billions every single year. That's their budget. So you think you think they don't know what they're doing? You think they're not planning? Really? If you think that, there is zero chance for you to ever wake up, ever, at this point. And yeah, it's probably for you not necessary anyway, because you're not interested in freedom anyway. This is totally not for you, this information. So to make my point, after a pretty long introduction, I have to say, but it's laying the foundation so you understand what's going on. This is not a small operation. If we're talking about the CIA, the FBI, the KGB, the MI6, or even other secret agencies that I don't even know the name of, that's why they're secret, right? You're not supposed to know their name. You're not supposed to know their budget. You're not supposed to know their planning. You know, and if somebody does some research and finds some numbers and stuff and connects the dots, then that's conspiracy. If you believe that, you're 100% retarded. You have no intelligence at all. You really have to ask yourself, how was it possible for you to survive this long being so ignorant? And ignorant is really just a fancy word of saying stupid. Uneducated, illiterate, I don't know any other words. Brainwashed. That's really what it comes down to. So it proves that they're doing their job pretty well, because that is their job, to brainwash you, to mind control you, to control your behavior. Because control for them is everything. That's money in the bank. If you behave like they want to, they won. You see, if you are wearing a mask to protect a virus, it proves the brainwashing worked. Or you failed miserably the IQ test, because the mask doesn't protect you of a virus. It just doesn't. It even says it on the mask or on the box. The virus, if that's even a real thing, is so small it goes through the mask anyway. You would need a much more professional mask that you probably couldn't afford or wouldn't even be able to buy. Point is, the CIA's job is to manipulate you, to manipulate the culture, to control you better. That's what's going on. If you are not seeing what's going on all these platforms that you consume, the manipulation for the single purpose to control you better, you're not even close to being awake. And here's the interesting part that I discovered last night is that puppet rapper Snitch 9, and he went to jail and snitched on everybody. He joined a gang, then got caught, went in jail, and then snitched and ratted on everybody. Gave away all the information about all the people he did crimes with. And now he's, after 16 months, he's on house arrest, he's free, and releasing new music, new videos, or a video. And there you can see, how's that even possible, right? There you can see that this is how they operate, right? So they make him an offer, they do a deal. Of course, this is just speculation, right? But you can't really explain it otherwise. They do a deal, so they use him as a puppet, as a controlled clown on stage to execute their agenda, because he has a lot of reach. He's reaching kids below age 12. And that's perfect, because it's going to brainwash the next generation. And by the time they're grown up, they're totally brainwashed. And they don't even know any better. They don't know any different. They grew up brainwashed like this, in a culture like this. I mean, with the bunny ears. It's not a culture, it's a nonsense clown world. It's not a culture. So this is perfect for CIA operations. You know, the trolls on the internet, they're like gods to these kids. And they get away with everything. They get out of jail. You know, they clown on everybody, snitch on everybody, and get away with everything. So this is the hero in this clown world. Yeah, it's like the trolls are the invincible heroes in this matrix. And the kids, you know, who can't even pee straight. They probably can't even walk straight. That's how young they are. They see this as their role model. And this is the demoralization and the brainwashing the CIA wants. Or any secret agency wants, who wants to control their population. Control their sheep. You see, you're a sheep, you're a cattle. They don't treat you as a human being, they treat you as a number. That's why you got a tax number, right? They want to make a profit of you. That's why you are forced to pay taxes. You could also just really call it what it is. It's extortion, right? You don't pay, well, then you go to jail, right? It's that simple. We take all of your stuff and throw you in jail if you don't pay us. That's classic extortion tactics. Just like the mafia. You don't pay, well, we're gonna burn your house down. Yeah? We're gonna execute your kids in front of you. That's what they do. That's their business model. That's their bread and butter everyday job they do. They don't do anything else. So this is what's happening, just much more sophisticated through these puppet clowns who appear on stage to demoralize the culture. And if you don't know what that word means, it means the values that hold a society together, they're getting destroyed on purpose. So honesty, integrity gets destroyed, you know? And Snitch9 goes on Instagram and gets 2 million views and is almost only blue badge verified people. This is like an army that is pushing this message out. It's these platforms, of course CIA, not CIA controlled. They build this shit. They builded this world. Facebook is a CIA platform. They just call it in a way that sounds like it's a family thing. It's a family platform. It's not. It's a spying operation software, artificial intelligence spying software built by the CIA. YouTube is no different. Google is no different. Well, Instagram is Facebook owned, so same, right? It's basically in the hands. All this information is all the media, all the newspapers is in the hands of Secret Service. Only for the purpose to control you better. So if Snitch9 gets 2 million views after releasing a video an hour before on YouTube, and I think even Facebook crashed, that just tells me, okay, they're are, it's a planned, first of all, it's fake numbers, right? It's just completely bullshit. It's orchestrated, arranged, planned. So this guy, Snitch 9, gets the throne. He gets the message. Hey, hallo, hallo. Alles klar bei euch? Ja, ich mache gerade noch ein Video. Sorry, got interrupted. I'm not gonna cut this. So he's getting all these views on purpose. So he is the winner in the clown world, right? The guy that snitched on everybody, the guy that gave away information about crimes on everybody. No honesty, no loyalty. And then he says, well, who should I be loyal to? The gang that he joined? No. And there you can see, this is CIA Handbook 101 operating. This is a handbook operation. This is exactly how this works. Demoralization 101. You just destroy the values, no integrity, no friendship, no honesty, no truth. And then you put that on the pedestal and you make this the role model that the kids follow who don't know what integrity is. They don't know what honesty is. They don't know these values. They're too young to understand. And if you brainwash them from a very early age, they take this as normal. And then you try to explain to those teenagers what honesty is, what integrity is, what connection is, what friendship is, what family is, what loyalty is. And they don't understand because they never lived in a world where these values, they're not a joke, they are necessary for a society to function properly. If you can't trust anybody, you can't survive. It's just that simple. But this sounds so basic that it's almost not necessary to mention that this is important. But this is the most important thing. And if you have been in the business world, then you know what's going on there and why business people don't trust each other. They don't trust each other for good reason, because they are ripping each other off. They're taking the money, they're stealing ideas, they're snitching, they're ratting, they're exploiting. They're taking the money, they're taking the ideas, they're taking the intellectual property, and they run. They want everything for themselves. They don't care about any consequences. They're not honest, they're not loyal, they don't give a shit. So, this is the business world. And if this is news to you, then it's only news to you because you have never been in the business world. You're doing a job, you're doing a 9 to 5, and you don't know what's going on behind the scenes of these big corporations. And that's what's going on everywhere internationally. And then you can say, yeah, but this is a bunch of bullshit, Miniman, you can't prove that. Well, I don't need to prove it. I don't need to prove that this is controlled, brainwashing, mind control, social engineering, controlling people's behavior on purpose. I don't need to prove that because it's already proven and it's already going on for a very, very, very long time. Everywhere. Not internationally. You see? And even if that is all not the case, then you can just see by the numbers that the people who are watching this see this as entertainment and they like it. So 2 million people on Instagram like their Snitch 9. They don't care about loyalty. They don't care about honesty. They don't care about anything. They just really want to be entertained. And there you go. That proves the point. This is what the culture is at. This proves all the points. This is the culture we're living in, where integrity and honesty and these values that are necessary for a society to function, they're not playing any role at all. This is trash. This is not something that has any value to anybody except for for a small portion, small time of entertainment. That's it. That's all. That's all that is. And tomorrow there's the next clown, right? And the day after that there's the next clown. It's all just trash, clown world, matrix entertainment. And the people love it, right? If it's not a CIA operation, which it is, then it's then it's just not even necessary to control it, because the people are so brainwashed and stupid that they are already at that level, that they see this as their entertainment role models. This it's basically proves it's the end of a society, because a society can't function without values, like essential values, like loyalty and honesty and some kind of integrity. It just doesn't work. It doesn't hold together. It falls apart. And this is exactly what the CIA agents want, right? Or the people who own the CIA. That's exactly who pay the agents. That's what they want. They want chaos. They want complete control. They want complete manipulation, complete surveillance, complete suppression. And look where we're at. Look where we're at. And I don't give a shit because I know who I am, and I know that this is just a stupid Matrix game. I see the clowns. I see the clown world. I see the Matrix. I see right through the manipulation. But other people don't. And the people who are too young, below age 11 or 12, who see Snitch 9 as their role model, they're too young to understand what these values are, what what their purpose is, what their function is. And this is, I just leave it at that. And because I can't really comment beyond this. This is something you have to figure out or don't. And I'm just sharing the mechanisms of what's going on. So maybe some of you see who are willing to wake up, who are taking the red pill, who see, this is why this is happening. This is the reason Snitch 9 gets 2 million views on Instagram and breaks all the records. And that it's not because his music is great or the entertainment is great or the guy deserves this recognition. He's not a business or a genius or an artist genius. It's just trash, controlled manipulation operation. That's what it is. And if you don't see that, well, then you don't see that. I invite you to do your own freaking research. Get your head out of your ass. Maybe take a couple of red pills. Maybe if they kick in, you can see a mini-man, grow or die trying.